Welcome to our third and final tutorial. We hope you got a lot out of the other two tutorials we put up and that your kids have been able to remain active during this time. Again, we followed the exact same structure but changed up a lot of the exercises. You won't need a lot of equipment, the bouncy balls and a training yoga mat if you have one. The only difference this time is that you will need partners for some of the exercises. We've added some reactive components which will really challenge your kids' ability to read plays, and it will just add a really nice fun component to the training. So again, without any further ado, enjoy the workout.
With the bird dog, you set up on all four, place a ball or something small on your lower back. That's going to force your core and pelvic floor muscles to work. From there, just raise one leg and the opposite arm up, trying to maintain a nice straight neutral spine. With balancing on the ball of your foot, make sure your heel and other leg is off the ground. You want to try and hold that position for 20 seconds if you can. If you need to hop around and put the other leg down, that's okay, but try and hold that position as best you can. This will really work on your calf and ankle stability, which is great for minimizing risk of ankle, knee, hip injuries. With the extended Supermans, you only want to make sure your upper body comes up, your lower body stays down on the ground. So really working the upper part of the shoulders and the core, which is great for those postural muscles, especially when we've been sitting down all day long. The squat into tee-up is great for opening up that middle and upper back. Again, set up in a low squat position and then really make sure you take the arm all the way out and around and get a good stretch throughout. The B-skip is a slightly more advanced variation of the athletic skip. What you want to do is make sure that you extend your leg out as your knee comes out and then drive down quickly in a bicycle type motion. This will help improve the length of your stride and ultimately help you run faster. This time around we've added a knee drive to the grapevine, so exactly the same as before, one foot in front, one behind, but this time the leg that comes in front just comes up nice and tall, drive that knee up and around. This time around, when you're doing your side steps, let's do it in a low athletic stance. This is really good practice for utilizing the hips and getting used to staying nice and low. With the color cone drill, set 4 cones with different colors in a diamond shape. Try and have them 1 meter apart so you've got a bit of running space. From there, one person calls the color, you've got to quickly react and run to that color. Try and get to each color as fast as you can. This will really test your reaction and speed time. This time we've added a reactive component to your catching. You'll need 2 people again, and the person who's catching faces away from the thrower. You wait for that thrower to call your name. So basically what you want to do, react to the name. As soon as you hear your name, turn around, make the catch. To make things more challenging, you can throw the ball to either side. The person catching doesn't know where the ball is going to go, so they have to make a read. This is really good practice for reading a play in any sporting match. So if you do this, get better at it, you'll be able to read plays a lot better. Single leg hop is really good to help develop power through the single leg. What you want to do is as you start hopping, build momentum and drive forward as hard as you can. Make sure you use your arms to help you to propel forward. With the single leg landing, we're testing your stability and motion. So what you want to do is as you jump, land on one leg, try and hold it for about 3 seconds before you put the other foot down. The higher you jump, the harder it is. To make things more challenging, we can add a 90-degree turn. Again, we jump, turn 90 degrees in the air and land on that one leg. This is great for improving proprioception, so awareness of space, and will really help with those quick turns in football or soccer matches. The final variation includes a 180-degree turn. So again, we're turning 180 degrees in mid-air while trying to land on one leg. This will challenge your stability even more. So if you want a real challenge, give this one a go. Building up on our ice skaters from the previous tutorial, we've now added a broad jump. So again, this will test your stability. As soon as you land on the outside leg, you want to power off and jump forward, land into a nice athletic stance, and again, make sure each of those landings are nice and stable. This will really help with minimizing the risk of injuries. When setting up for the split squat, make sure your feet are hip width apart and you've got a nice comfortable stance. I'm driving down from my back leg, but I've still got my hip out so I can engage the front part of my glute. Assuming that you don't have weights, if you want to make things harder, you can now add an explosive jump. So as soon as I come down, I explode nicely off both legs, try and get as high as I can, and again, make sure you've got nice, comfortable and solid landing. To make things even harder, which will require some coordination, I've now added a drive of the opposite knee. So as I come up, I quickly do a leg swap, that knee drive nice and hard, kind of like a bicycle motion, and then I land in my original form. Again, really important to make sure your landing is nice and stable. Windshield nope is a nice no equipment exercise that not only works the core but your obliques as well. Try and have your legs nice and straight. My entire trunk, so upper body, stays on the ground, and from there I just rotate side to side just like a wiper in the car. Make sure you've got nice tension throughout your tummy. We've got two new push-up variations for you, which you can do either on your feet or on your knees. With the diamond push-ups, my hands are nice and close, creating a nice diamond shape which will really target your triceps. With the wide grip stance, again, I've got my hands as wide as I can, shoulders still stay back, and this will get more of your chest. This is another great exercise to strengthen the upper back and help with the posture. Make sure your body is nice and straight. To perform the Y, have your arms out forward in a 45-degree angle. To perform the T, they're straight out, and the W, the arms are folded in. Make sure you hold each position for 3 seconds and really focus on engaging those upper back and shoulder muscles as well as tensing through your tummy.